What do you think happened in there?
I don't know, probably some vagrant had too much to drink and decided to fire off a couple rounds. Doubt it's anything we could use.
No, there's too many cops here.
Slow night, I guess. Let's try to make this quick. It's late.
I told you didn't have to come.
Yeah, well, Stan said I did, and he's the one paying me. Plus, someone's got to save those police officers from your interrogation.
There's nothing wrong with asking a couple of questions.
You ask too many questions. Get what you need and get out. We're here to write articles, not solve mysteries.
I just want to make sure I get the truth. You can't trust everything people say to you.
They're police. They have no reason to lie to you.
There's another car coming in.
Is that the chief?
And another detective, it looks like.
Well, maybe you'll get a story after all.
Come on, let's go.
They haven't come back out yet. Just wait.
I don't care. They'll come out soon, and I want to be there.
Fine. Go stand in the rain. I'll join you in a bit. Hold on, Miss Evelyn. They ain't done in there.
Come on, just let me take a peek.
No, ma'am. They told me to stand here and make sure no one gets in. Especially you.
Okay, well, can you give me an idea? Is this a waste of time?
It's a homicide. That's all I know. But from how everyone's acting, it feels heavy. I think... Here they come. Get ready.
Earlier this morning, we got a call of shots fired in the building. Responding officers reported a shooting with multiple casualties. It seems late last night, a firefight broke out between Gino Fontana, as well as all three of his sons and ex-detectives. Frank Butler and Lila Stewart. There was also one non-combatant present, Gino Fontana's daughter, Jessica Fontana. All deceased. Our investigation took a little over an hour, and we have nothing special to report about this unfortunate tragedy. We have time to take a few questions.
Chief!
Over here!
Yes.
Look over here!
So, every participant of the firefight died? There were no survivors?
Yes, everyone present for the firefight died, and we do not believe that there was any intervention of a third party.
Everyone died?
Chief!
Yes.
Were Frank Butler and Lila Stewart operating with the police force in any capacity?
No, they were not working with the police force and have not since their termination.
Question! I have a question!
Chief,
You, in front.
is there a possibility that this had anything to do with the incident at this location a few years ago, where Frank Butler killed one of Gino Fontana's sons?
We will not be answering questions relating to that particular incident.
But it would have to be related, right? That's why they got into a fight?
This unfortunate situation is relatively simple. We will not be taking any more questions at this time.
Didn't Frank kill Fontana's son? He killed his son.
Chief, do you really believe there was no third party?
I told you we are not taking any more questions.
But it seems bizarre, doesn't it? Not one survivor? A continuation of an incident that happened years ago?
Trust me when I say this was a simple case. The press will get more details when we are ready to release them.
But it doesn't quite make sense. What about...
Miss Evelyn, please. Any other day I would deal with your unending questions, but today... You have a good night.
But...
Come on, Evelyn. Time to go.
Wait! Just...
Stop. Give him some time. He knew those people in there. This has to be harder than any other investigation for him. The whole department.
Fine.
Let's go. I know you're dying to start riding.
Here, Thomas, I have some paperwork for you.
More traffic stops, I assume?
Someone's got to do it. Hey, just get it back to me before lunch, all right?
Yes, sir. Someone has to do it.
Thomas, walk with me.
Yes, sir. Where exactly are we going?
Medical examiner's office.
Oh. Fun.
If you're going to be a detective, you need to be able to handle a little bit of blood.
Don't worry, sir. I can handle it. It's just not my favorite part of the job.
I would be concerned if it were. Take a look at this.
Jesus.
They died last night. Shootout with Fontana and some of his boys. Just thought you should know, considering how much you learned from them.
Thank you. I'm sorry, sir.
Take a good look. This is a difficult job, especially when someone you know lying on that table. I want to make sure you know what you're getting into.
Yes, sir. I understand. Did they really all kill each other? How often does that happen?
Not very often, but we had no reason to believe otherwise. There was a motive. Almost all were armed. Sometimes that's just how things go.
I see. And, this is what bullets do to flesh?
They can do much worse than that.
Huh. Good to know.
Come on, let's get back to work. Here, if you want to read about it. A pretty quick investigation. I'm not surprised it's already in the papers.
The police insist that there was no third party, but I believe there's more to be revealed. Miss Evelyn Greene writes.
Don't worry about her. She's always writing that sort of thing. Don't know how she still has a job harassing my officers. I'm going back to my office. I know it's a rough day, but try to get some work done.
Yes, sir, of course. More to be revealed. Evelyn Greene, the Stanley Carter Review. Huh. Hello, is this the Stanley Carter Review?
That's what it says on the sign.
Yes, well, I'm looking for a Miss Evelyn Greene. I believe she's employed here.
What for?
I wanted to ask her about what she wrote about the shooting at the abandoned factory.
Oh boy. Excuse me for a moment.
help you?
Hello, are you Evelyn Greene?
I am.
My name is Thomas Wright. I'm an officer who worked with Frank Butler and Lila Stewart, and I just wanted to ask
Stop.
you.
Let's step outside.
Make it quick, honey.
What do you have for me?
I'm sorry?
What did you want to tell me? Do you have any information?
Oh, no, I don't have any information. I came to ask you about what you wrote in the paper.
Okay, what?
Well, in the paper you wrote, the police insist that there was no third party, but I believe there's more to be revealed. What did you mean when you said, I believe there's more to be revealed?
The whole incident seems weird to me. Like, why would Frank or Fontana want to bring back a conflict from years ago? Why was Lila there? And how is it that every single one of them died? Not a single survivor? And the police believe that as a fact. I don't know. It just feels wrong. You said you knew them. Is that why you're asking me this?
I knew them for a short time before they were let go. They're the reason I want to be a detective. They taught me a few things when I first got hired at the station. More Lila than Frank, as we shared the same passion for books. I just wanted to talk to you because I share your suspicion. It's a peculiar case, unlike any I've ever heard of. I feel like there's something more the investigators and the chief missed. Not to say that they aren't fine detectives, but it just seems strange to me.
Did the chief put you up to this?
What? No, nobody...
It's not funny. I'm being serious. This isn't a joke.
Miss Greene, I'm being sincere. Trust me. I want to know the truth. Same as you.
Well, if you really agree with me, how would you go about finding the truth?
Well, we should start at the crime scene itself, right?
Can we do that?
I might be able to swing that, as long as you promise not to publish anything yet. The chief would kill me if he heard I let you in.
I can work with that.
Oh, okay, great. I have some work to finish back at the station. Meet me at the abandoned factory after dark?
We'll see you there, Mr. Wright.
Sounds good. Have a good afternoon.
Here we go.
Thank you for joining me, Miss Greene. I am interested to see what we'll find, if anything at all.
So how do we get in?
Follow me.
Oh, hey, Thomas. Didn't expect to see you tonight. Or Evelyn Greene, apparently.
Hey, Steven, are you watching the place tonight?
Well, I'm supposed to be cleaning, but I'm currently on my 5th smoke break.
Oh, how much have you cleaned so far? Do you think we could take a look around inside? We won't be too long.
Oh boy, Thomas. I wouldn't care if you went in there, but...
We'll be quick, don't worry. If the chief finds out, say I snuck her in. I'll take the blame. I won't let you get in trouble.
I'm right here, you know.
Alright, man, just be careful. Try not to mess with anything.
We won't. And thank you, Steven. I'll repay you sometime.
Hey, you're already paying me with a longer break.
There it is. Let's go.
Okay, but do be careful, please. That's interesting.
What?
Look at the chalk outlines. Frank and Lila's bodies were right next to each other.
I take it that's not normal.
Not typically in a gunfight, no.
Look, up there!
Are those bullet holes? They're almost in the ceiling. Stray shots, I suppose.
No, they're too close together. It looks like whoever was shooting was aiming for something.
Curious.
I'm gonna look upstairs.
No bullet casings. Could have been Frank. He always used a revolver. Although it looks like Stephen may have already been cleaning this section, so there's no way to know for sure.
Hey, check this out. A bullet shell.
Just one?
Yeah, just one. And a pretty good view of the room.
I'll be in there in a moment.
Someone was shooting from up here, but only one shot?
If they were supposed to be providing cover fire, they did a poor job.
Yeah, seems like they could have shot anyone from up here. Did the investigators not find this?
It's not marked. They must not have. We're supposed to mark anything of interest. We could ask Stephen.
What was that?
I don't know.
Well, get your gun and let's go find out. It could be someone who knows something.
Right, my gun.
Well?
Right. Follow me.
There, they went in there. Let's get him. Oh, for Christ's sakes, give me the gun.
No, I can handle this. Freeze!
I didn't do it. I swear I didn't do anything.
Oh, Jesus Christ, it's just a homeless person.
What are you doing here, sir? This is an active crime scene.
Active crime scene? This is my home. I live here.
You live here?
Okay, whatever. Were you here during the shootout a few nights ago?
Yeah, I was here. But I didn't kill him, if that's what you're saying. That was all her.
Her? Her who?
The woman in the shadows. She-demon. That's who you should be looking for.
Okay, slow down. Tell us exactly what happened.
I was here, minding my business. I had a bit to drink, and so I was fixing to hit the hay. That's when I heard him. Fontana, some of his boys. I couldn't hear what they were saying, but it didn't seem good. They stood right over there, talking and smoking for a good hour. But then we heard a car pulling up, and that got them all excited. They went away to hide, and his daughter laid on the floor. I was confused, but I stayed hidden up there. It was quiet for a good couple minutes. I could only hear the wind and the rain. Almost forgot they was even there. After that, a woman walked out by herself. Lila, I think her name was. She walked over to Fontana's daughter, and they walked out with their guns. They talked for a minute before Fontana called out for that detective, Frank. He came out and Fontana started screaming at him about his son Frank killed. You guys remember that, right? Anyways, they went back and forth, but it seemed like they came to some sort of agreement. They put the guns away and started walking away from each other. But that's when she showed up. Right over there, out of the shadows. Before I could tell what was happening, she shot one bullet. She shot Fontana's daughter and just stood there, watching. Fontana was pissed. He thought Frank shot her. So he and his boys whip around and start firing. Frank and Lila start firing. I ducked down and just prayed none of those shots came near me. And it got quiet, and I heard Frank screaming Lila's name, so I looked up. And there she was standing over him. He tried to shoot her, and she just laughed before putting her gun to his head. And then disappearing right before my eyes.
Have you been drinking today?
What?
Sir, it was a woman, and she was really good at hiding?
No, not just any woman. What woman do you know that can move without you seeing it? Blend so perfectly in with the darkness. Or take bullets through her body like she's made of nothing but air. It's a demon woman, an evil spirit.
Our suspect is a spirit, or a ghost. That is ridiculous.
Is it? I've been alive many years, and I've seen many things, but nothing like this. I know what I saw.
Well, thank you for your time, sir. We should be going.
If you want the truth about what happened here, you're gonna have to open your eyes to all the options.
Well, I guess now we know for sure. They killed each other. Thank you, Miss Greene, for coming with me.
I don't know. That couldn't have been all made up.
There may be some aspect of truth, but a demon, a spirit, there is no scientific evidence that would support that.
Demon woman. Maybe she's some kind of serial killer or something. Maybe that's her MO.
Well, should we meet again tomorrow and see if we can find anything else?
I suppose so.